So Connie, tell us about your character.
So my character's name is Lily Gray. She is an art dealer. She has a gallery down in Soho, and she's sort of like your typical European living in New York kind of character. And she gets introduced into the show the very beginning because she's a victim of an attack, and she gets into contact with Ryan at that time, and there are a lot of problems that arise, and they beget more problems. Yeah, so.
Is there a love interest? You can't tell us.
There might be.
Okay.
What does she see in him? What's the attraction?
I think it's pretty obvious. I think Kevin Bacon is pretty cool.
Do you know, I mean, this is a show that's kind of famous for killing off many of its characters. Are you aware of your role in the overarching show, or is every script a surprise to you?
I really hope. I have a few, expert people at eliminating other people in case. No. I'm hoping to have fun with this character as long as there's room for her in the story, and just have fun with it. Yeah.
You normally don't take like the victim roles, the women in jeopardy roles. Can we assume that that's the case here as well, that you've taken like a strong...
I would so love to have this conversation in a little while. Yeah, no, it's, I can tell you guys that it's an enormous amount of fun to be on this show, that I'm having a blast with the character. I'm having a blast with my co-stars and with our directors, and it's just really, really a great show to be on. I'm having a great time.
That's a good question in terms of your casting.
Yeah.
I think casting Connie, a lot of reasons why we wanted her, but it was also, she does play a victim, but we wanted someone strong, someone who can handle what this inciting incident is for season 2, and the way she gets together with Ryan, because she doesn't come into we wanted someone who is worldly, and we have this European backstory, but not so much because we want to spend time in Europe, but it's to explain why she's unaware of this big event that happened. So she was in Paris while Havenport went on. So when this thing happens to her, she's a little bit at a loss, and then Ryan steps into her world and take it from there.
Is there a history with Ryan, with the two characters? So Ryan comes into her life after this event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marco, what's the secret to keeping up the intensity on a show like this week after week?
I don't think there's a secret. It's hard. Kevin's scripts is where we start with that. He writes, he's a very dense writer, so there are a lot of scenes in his episodes, more so than any other show I've ever done. So that just keeps things moving. And I think, it's really hard to do what he does because we're always building to an act. Mm-hmm. Every act out has to be a cliffhanger that gets you to the next act. But, secret, I don't know, it's really in his storytelling.
Right.
Do you feel visually that you have like a kind of a style for shooting the show? You talked about it last year, and do you feel like taking it to another step this season to kind of give each season its own different look a little?
No, the show's going to feel the same. It may not be as dark as it was last season, but that's a function of, again, the circumstances that we find our actors in. But the style of the show will be exactly the same.